Hey, what's up everybody? It's Big Outrage 1 coming at you guys again for another wonderful video of the Butch Femme discussion. It is what it is. Y'all already know today's topic, so we're gonna get right into it. You know, the 5 rules to date me. The 5 rules to get some of this milk chocolate goodness. What is it gonna take? What is it gonna take, you ladies out there somewhere, far beyond the eyes can see, above the planets and the stars and the constellations, past the galaxy, throughout the universe? What will it take to get a woman to date me? 5 simple things. 5 simple, reasonable things. I'm not unreasonable. I'm not an unreasonable person. You know what I mean? 5 things. And I wrote them down. Right here. Y'all can check out my crazy handwriting. I should be a doctor, shouldn't I? With all that? Shouldn't I? I think I should, but whatever. Alright, so let's get straight into it. Alright, number 5. Number 5 rule to date Big Outrage 1 is that you have to be a hopeless romantic. You have to be a hopeless romantic, because I am a hopeless romantic. I love love. I speak the language of love, which is romance. And I gotta have somebody that can do the same thing. You know, what fuels romance in a relationship, what fuels love in a relationship is someone being romantic and showing that love, and then that person following up and showing that love back. It's just like you look in a mirror, you know, you want the same thing back. You want to receive the same thing back. It's not a 50-50 type situation. It's not a 50-50 type relationship. I'm talking about 100-100, just romance and creativity and all that. You got to love love. You can't, you know, be the type of person where you let all of the past things that has happened, you know, in your past relationships or whatever, impact, you know, us and our love thing. And the way we do our thing, and the way that I love you. You know, you can't be, you know, scarred to the fact where, you know, you don't believe in love, you don't believe in, you think that, you know, I would have, I don't know, a vendetta or, I don't know, just whatever. That will block me from truly getting into your heart and showing you what true love is. So I gotta have somebody that's a hopeless romantic that believes in all that. And just like I will try every day, waking up every morning next to him, going to sleep next to him every night, and always thinking about how I can romance them and how I can show them my love, I gotta have somebody to do that to me in return. Alright, so you gotta be a hopeless romantic. That's the number 5. Number 4, you gotta be educated. You gotta be educated. Alright, Big Outrage 1, what do you mean by educated? I'm not talking about you have to have gotten a master's degree and doctor's degree, a doctorate degree, and all that other stuff. No. I'm talking about, you know, you had to, you know, at least graduate high school. You had that determination, and you know, you're willing to be open and learn new things and explore new things, and to, you know, have that educated type of swag to you. Education comes from all different types of ways. It can come from books, it can come from classrooms, it can come from whatever. You know, I don't care about you having 50 degrees under your belt. Okay? It doesn't matter how many classes you taken or whatever like that. That'd be good, that'd be great, that'd give us more things to talk about. But education comes on different levels. But what I'm talking about is education. The more educated somebody is, the less that they are persuaded by ignorance. They're more aware of the ignorance out in the world, and you know, that's not something that they believe in. They're exposed to the world enough, and they're wise enough and educated enough to know that some of the ignorance and bullshit that's out in the world isn't going to work. Some of the ignorance and bullshit people do in relationships isn't going to work, and it isn't going to work with me. So I gotta have somebody educated on that level. There's nothing more sexier than to have a woman that can speak that educated, you know, talk, that educated swag. Again, I'm not talking about from books and textbooks. You know, have you ever been in a situation where you're talking to somebody or whatever, and you know, as soon as they open their mouth, that it ain't gonna work out. You're like, you know what? You don't even talk. You know, it's not even gonna work out. This whole, it's done. It's finished. You know, I need a type of person that has that type of swag, has the type of talk, that educated talk, that can intrigue my mind, therefore intrigue my soul, therefore intriguing my body to do, you know what I mean? You know, all right, you know what I mean? I ain't gonna get into, you know, details, but you got it. All right, number three. You gotta be adventurous and liberal. You know, I can't have somebody that's stuck in the same shit, doing the same thing all the time. You know, they just get bored, they get stuck in a routine, and that's boring. Like, you fucking like 90 years old and you like don't want to do anything, and your actual age is like 20, 25, you know, 20. You gotta be adventurous. You gotta be willing to try new things. You gotta be willing to want to travel and try new food, and not to be stuck in your old ways or what's comfortable for you. Going out of your comfort zone, being able to go beyond your fears, you know, and to just do it and just experience new things. In addition to that, like I said, you gotta be liberal. You know, it comes with being adventurous. You got to be open to new cultures, different things like that. And you can't, you know, you don't want to discriminate or whatever. You gotta have that exciting type swag to you. You know, where if I one day would be like, you know what, babe? Let's say that I'm at home and she's at work. And you know what? And I'm just like, you know what? I'm going to do something different today. I'm going to do something different. So what I do, I get her bags, I pack her bags, right? Put them in the car, and I pick her up from work. And she don't know where we're going. We go straight to the airport and we fly somewhere. I said, babe, take off, or we'll keep it the weekend, or we're going to go here for the weekend. Your bags are already packed. Don't even worry about it. Everything's already taken care of. Bam. That's the type of person that I want. So they won't be like, but I got to worry about this, and I got to worry about that, and I can't go because, no. You got to be open. You got to be adventurous. You got to be able to take care of that. That's what I like. That's a spice. That's spice. You got to... It's like sugar and spice and everything nice. You gotta be open to shit like that. All right, number 2, you gotta be spiritual. You gotta be spiritual. I'm a Christian. Would I date somebody outside of that? Possibly. But it's a lot easier to have somebody kind of on the same spiritual level, on the same spiritual beliefs that you have. You know, not necessarily all in the church, going to church every day, going to Bible study every Wednesday, and all this other stuff, and strict But you gotta believe in a higher power. You gotta believe in a higher purpose. That, you know, you're designed and you're put on this world for a specific reason. And you gotta believe in that, and you gotta have faith in that, and faith in something. That's the type of person that I need. I gotta have that spiritual connection, because once you have that spiritual connection, you have a direct link to my soul. Once you can get all that other stuff, you know, it can be temporary, it can be lies and all types of stuff. Like I said, you gotta be spiritual. You gotta have that type of connection. You gotta, you know, do that type of thing, and just be able, like I said, to have that direct connection to my soul. Because then you have my mind, you have everything, and you know, spirituality is very important to me. It's very important to me because it's a different power source that you can tap into, a different energy that you can tap into, that people that don't really believe in anything or whatever, they really don't have. So that to me is very, very important. And the number one thing that'll take to date Big Outrage 1 is you gotta have that genuine love. You gotta have that genuine love for me, you know? And with that genuine love comes honesty and being faithful and all that. But that genuine love, you know, for me. You can't have any ulterior motives or anything like that. That you are honestly trying to pursue me, and you want to ultimately give me your heart, and you trust me enough to give you to give me your heart, and for me to do the same. You expect for me to do the same exact thing. You can tell when someone's... You ever been in a conversation with somebody and you can tell when they're being genuine? Like, you can tell that they're being true, that they're being honest. That's the type of love that I need. I gotta be able to tell that you're being true, and that your love is true, and that it's real, and that you're not bullshitting. You're not, you know, just in it for sex or money or for, you know, just companionship. That you're in it for true, God honest love. That's it. That's it. Those are the 5 things that it'll take to date me. It's not a lot, right? I don't think that's too complicated, right? I don't think it. Let me see. No. It doesn't. You don't have to be fucking dime piece. You don't have to, you know, I don't know, be a certain race or whatever. It doesn't matter. You just gotta have those 5 things, and it all deals with what's inside. So I need somebody that, you know, is working through and is in a good level, with themselves mentally, spiritually, emotionally, psychologically. All those type of leads that I didn't even say. All right, so that's what it'll take to date Big Outrage 1. Let me know if you share some of those same things. What might be a little bit different. What would you do different? Or the 5 things that it'll take to date you. What would you want your girl, you know, to have to do to date you. 5 things. Alright? Remember, I want you to laugh as long as you breathe and love as long as you live.